Hey everybody, the Swag Chef here with another Destiny video. Today, we're looking at a hunter build using Void 3.0. I had a hard time deciding which way to go with this build. I struggled because the hunter's Void kit focuses mostly around invisibility. They don't really have a melee that can dish out damage like Titans or overcharged grenades like Warlocks. While going invisible is super useful for survivability, it doesn't really help us pump out damage very well. Because the abilities are on the weaker side, I decided to focus on building up my weapons, and the weapon that brings this all together is the Tractor Cannon. For the subclass, I'm using the aspects Stylish Executioner and Trapper's Ambush. Stylish Executioner is going to let us go invisible after killing a weakened, suppressed, or volatile enemy. After getting that kill, our next melee while invisible will weaken the target. This allows us to infinitely loop our invis. Trapper's Ambush allows us to shadow dive. Using our smoke ability makes ourselves and allies go invisible, as well as weaken targets caught in the smoke. Our fragments are Echo of Persistence, Echo of Harvest, and Echo of Starvation. Persistence is going to make our invisibility last longer, as well as the Devour from Echo of Starvation. Echo of Harvest is going to ensure we're making lots of orbs to feed Devour, but you can honestly switch it out for something that might be a little more useful, like Instability or Reprisal. I'm also using Mobius Quiver for the damage, and Gambler's Dodge to refund our melee, as well as, of course, Vortex Grenades. There are two exotic choices that are important for this build, Omnioculus and Tractor Cannon. Omnioculus' exotic perk gives us a second smoke charge, as well as strong damage resist when invisible. In addition, when you make allies invisible, you get melee energy back and give them that same damage resist. The double smoke is perfect for solo and team play. Having two charges means that you'll have enough time while invis to wait for your dodge to come back up, which will refund a melee charge when using Gambler's Dodge. This will let you stay invis for a very long time without actually having to kill things, so in the beginning of an activity, or during some downtime, or when you're moving to another area. It also will let your team be invisible literally forever, because when you make two allies invisible with your smoke, it completely refunds the charge. The Tractor Cannon is what we're going to rely on to get our invis chaining started. Its exotic perk says that enemies hit by its blast are pushed back, suppressed, and weakened, meaning they'll take 30% more void damage. This means that you'll be able to proc Stylish Executioner off of Tractor Cannon hits. But that's not even the best thing about using Tractor Cannon. You'll proc Stylish Executioner even if the blast one-shots the target. It still counts as killing a suppressed or weakened target. So literally, all you need to do is kill a trash enemy with Tractor and you'll have your invis chain ready to go. Like I said before, invisibility by itself is not crazy strong. That's why I'm building out my weapons with mods. My first mod choice was Reaping Wellmaker, which states that after using your class ability, your next weapon kill will spawn a Void Well. This Void Well is going to make us charge with light because of elemental charge, as well as activate Font of Might. So just by picking up an elemental well, we'll be getting a 50% damage bonus, 25% from high energy fire, and 25% from Font of Might. And before you ask, yes, they do stack. I checked. Our last combat style mod is Well of Utility. This is just going to help us get our dodge back a little bit faster, letting us chain that huge damage boost a little bit better. I wanted to note that I'm using the 4 energy version of Font of Might because I want to show you that the build is going to be exactly the same after the season ends and the artifact mods change. As always, the other mods supplement the build. Harmonic Siphon will make orbs on double kills, giving us Devour. Focusing Strike will give us class ability energy after using a melee, and distribution helps with overall energy recharge. The main weapon that we're going to be using to take advantage of all this damage is Retrofuturist. You can really use any Void special you like, but a shotgun or fusion is going to perform the best. The reason I chose Retrofuturist is Trench Barrel. Trench Barrel gives us a 50% damage boost after a melee hit. When we put all of these things together, we get some absolutely insane damage. Retrofuturist at base does 32,532 damage. With Trench Barrel, it does 48,808, 50% more. With the weakening effect from the invisible melee and Trench Barrel, it does 56,125, about a 72% damage increase. Now, if you prime the target first with Tractor, the weaken effect of your melee gets overridden, but it doesn't really matter because Tractor Cannon debuffs by 30%. A Trench Barrel shot on top of that is doing 63,445 damage, which is 195% of base, essentially double damage. But the stacking doesn't stop there. Tractor Cannon, Trench Barrel, and Font of Might combined are going to do 145% more damage than a base shot, doing 79,306. But now, we arrive at the final form. Tractor Cannon, Trench Barrel, Font of Might, and High Energy Fire all together deals 95,167 damage. 193% more. Pretty much 3 times base damage. With every shot, you are dealing 3 shells worth of damage. This build does so much burst damage, and it's incredibly easy to get started. There are literally just 3 steps. Step 1, dodge. Step 2, kill something with Tractor Cannon and pick up the well. Step 3, melee the target and unload with triple damage. I'm showing off the combat flow in a Legend Lost sector, and while yes, it is one of the easier ones, the champions are melting like butter. The damage resist from Omnioculus paired with invisibility just makes it so free. This build is definitely the easiest out of the 3 Void builds I've made to activate. The Titan requires charged with light and a finisher. The Warlock needs to get an initial grenade kill and wait for the charge to come back. But the Hunter, dodge, get a kill with a heavy weapon, and go to town. This build is perfect for solo play. It is a very low risk, high reward playstyle. Really, the only drawback to this build is champion mods. Because of what is available to us, I can only run Overload Unstoppable or Overload Barrier, not Barrier Unstoppable or all 3. In a fire team, this doesn't really matter because you can cover each other, but solo it does have some limitations. I honestly did not have high hopes for the Void Hunter. I knew that it would be easy to crutch Invis and that suppressing Glaive was popular with the artifact, but that didn't really help me reach my goal of a potent year-round build. I tried Warmind cells to try and play off the suppression, but it felt pointless because Tractor Cannon does the same thing with infinitely less effort. I'm so happy to have found a synergy that proved to be much more lethal than any of my other builds. Devour, Invis, Damage Resist, and all of the damage buffs make this setup stupid easy to use and ridiculously fun to play. I hope you all enjoyed this video. As always, take this build and adjust it to fit your playstyle. There is no right or wrong way to play Destiny. Go out and have fun in your own way. I thank you all for taking time out of your day to watch this video. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel as that would really help me out. This has been the Swag Chef, and I'll see you in the next one.